Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Morning.
I would like to thank my brother, Mr. Caleb McPhee, for that creative introduction. Cash Club's origins. CASH is an acronym that stands for Currency and Saving Habits. You can't be a part of something without knowing its origins or where it came from. And I can't believe summer is here. Relaxation has finally come. And thank you for taking time out of your summer to listen to me. First, let's start with the motto of Cash Club. And the motto of Cash Club is, no more unnecessary buying and no more procrastinating to save. And our slogan is, money is useless unless you know its uses. Now let's talk about how Cash Club was started. One day, I was watching a video on financial literacy, and it shocked me to know that about 54% of people in the world didn't know about financial literacy. So with the help of my mom, Mrs. Charlene Johnson, and my dad, Inspector McNeil Johnson, we created Cash Club, a group where you can learn all about money while staying fun and safe. And it's my honor to be here today to expand the knowledge of Cash Club to you all. Now I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Please answer honestly. Stand up if you've ever bought something with your own money. Remain standing if you've ever had a piggy bank or savings account. Remain standing if you've ever had $20 or more in a wallet. Remain standing if you've ever thought of or opened your own business. And remain standing if you've ever held a $100 bill. Look around. It seems most of you have had many experiences with money, so you need to learn how to save it, manage it, invest it, and let it grow. But before we get into that, there's a very special rule to managing your money. It's the 50-40-10 or 5-4-1 rule, and it goes like so. You save 50%, you spend 40%, and 10% you give to God.
Amen.
As Leviticus chapter 27, verse 36 states, 10th of the produce, whether of the land, whether grain or fruit, is the Lord's and is holy. Vocabulary you need to know. Who is the wealthiest person you know?
Ask them again.
Who is the wealthiest person you know?
Someone said Donald Trump. Someone said Bill Gates.
Well, I'm going to tell you the definition of wealth, and then who. Now I'm going to ask. Then I'm going to ask you: are they still the wealthiest person you know? Wealth is more than just money. It's all the valuable resources that contribute to your well-being, including financial assets, good health, and strong relationships. Now, are they still the wealthiest person you know?
No.
A generation are a group of people born around the same time, sharing similar experiences and characteristics. And a new one happens about every 40 years. Anyone born around 2010 to now is in Gen Alpha. 1996 to 2009 is Gen Z. And 1981 to 1995 is Millennial. Income is the money you regularly earn from your work or investments. Currency is the form of money, typically coins or bills, used for buying and selling goods and services within a country. Expenses are the money you spend on everyday costs, like housing, food, and transportation. Needs are essential items you must have to survive, like food, shelter, and clothing. Wants are desires that enhance your life but aren't essential, like a new gadget or eating out. So, now you know what a generation is, and you know what wealth is. So does anyone have an idea on generational wealth?
Anyone?
Generational wealth are the assets or financial benefits passed down from one generation to future generations. Building generational wealth involves financial planning and wise money management to create a legacy for your family. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 22 states that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Why is generational wealth important? Generational wealth acts as a launch pad for future generations, offering a financial safety net and opening doors to opportunities. It can lessen the burden of student loans, provide capital for starting a business, or simply offer peace of mind during unexpected hardships. In short, generational wealth can break the cycle of poverty and empower future generations to achieve greater financial security.
Black people at $1.3 trillion are the 8th richest nation in the world. Yet, we don't have anything in our community that we can call our own. So by the simple fact that we're the 8th richest nation on the earth and we don't have our own educational system, don't feed ourselves, grow our own food, is a sign that we got dollars, but we need some sense. So I said we blame the white man for 95% of our problems, but we still spend 97% of our money with them. We do have $1.3 trillion in money. That's income though, and that's not wealth. So when the math is calculated, black people only possess less than 2% of the wealth of the United States of America. Income and wealth are two different concepts. Income is the money you earn by exchange of your time or the sale of a good product or service. But wealth is when you exchange that money for something that either keeps value or increases in value over time. Black people, we are the leaders in unnecessary spending. We buy stuff we don't need from people that we don't like to impress people we don't know, and at the end of the math of the equation, we end up having nothing but a whole bunch of name brand stuff, but never businesses that we can pass down to our children or real estate that increases or keeps its value over time. So we've got income, but we don't have the wealth. That's why I said we've got dollars, but we need some sense. Out of that $1.3 trillion, do you know that we spend $23 billion a year on clothes, $11 billion a year on furniture, $3.2 billion on keeping up with the latest cell phone that came out, $46 billion on cars, $60 billion on legal and illegal drugs, $32 billion dressing up the outside of our head. But when it comes to dressing up the inside of our mind, which is the purchase of books, only 300 million is purchased in books. My people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. It's black people at one.
Now that you know what we waste our money on, let's learn some tips for saving so we don't waste any more money. Warren Buffett once said, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." Saving money.
Say that one more time.
Warren Buffett once said, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving."
All right.
Saving money requires self-control. The best way to build self-control is to set limits and try to be disciplined. Saving also requires patience because you won't reach your saving goals right away. It is a marathon, not a sprint. Saving requires you to be creative on how you save your money. And if you decide to make your own piggy bank, you have to be creative on how you design it. To save, you need a source of income to earn your money from, and then apply the 50-40-10 or 5-4-1 rule. When saving, think about companies such as credit union accounts and fixed accounts. Entrepreneurship. As an entrepreneur standing up here in front of you all today, it is not a simple task to become one. It requires consistency, dedication, and support. I love to talk, so I allow my voice to make money for me. As Proverbs chapter 18, verse 16 to 17 states, "A man's gift maketh room for him, and bringeth him before great men." Becoming an entrepreneur isn't just putting a few stuff on a shelf and then you're successful. Just like saving, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You can't expect your goals as soon as you start. You have to plan and be patient. Think about all the companies that are popular, like Bamboo Shack, SuperValu, and Bahari, just to name a few. Bamboo Shack started as a dream. It wasn't successful right away, but it opened in 1990, and that was the year that started it all. SuperValu started in 1965. And if the owner of SuperValue had the superpower to look into the future, he would have been proud to see how far it would have come. Bahari is a clothing store in the Bahamas that's known for its beautiful Bahamian designs and Bahamian prints. These three businesses all started from a dream, a passion, and a purpose. And now look where they are. A wise man once said, "Success is no accident." It will take you and I working together to grow a generation wealthy for future generations to come. Now, I have a quiz for you all, so I will pass out these pencils so you can write down your answers.
Yeah, and chocolate.
What is income?
Money earned, she said.
That is correct. Number 4, what is the motto of Cash Club?
I think, yeah. Don't save, don't spend the money after saving.
That was the quote I gave you, but not the motto. The motto of Cash Club is no more unnecessary buying and no more procrastinating to save. Question number 5. Is the rule the 20, 30, 50, 2, 3, 5, 60, 30, 10, 6, 3, 1, 50, 40, 10, 5, 4, 1 rule? And what is the role of each number?
Sounds like a complex question. He's asking, what is the rule? And then what does each one stand for? What do you do with each one? 50 you, 40 you, and 10.
All right.
All right.
That's correct. Oh, question number 7. What is generational wealth?
Assets passed down from generation to generation, from grandmother to grandfather.
That's basically the main idea.
Yes.
Which is more important, a need or a want, and why?
And why? You heard the answer?
Who said it? Somebody said it.
A need is a requirement. That's what they said.
That is correct. And I believe that is every question. Thank you for listening.
Well done, well done.